So when we filming this again, because I kind of want to talk about Athena P's theory for the fish biscuits, because I disagree, not because I was like, oh, it's ruined my childhood, but it's because I don't think it makes much sense. First of all, there's no evidence in the show that the fish biscuits themselves are made out of meat. They're clearly supposed to be cookies, and cookies aren't usually made out of meat. I mean, I think they have like some proteins. Proteins make it so like they're good for like a quick snack for like any animal, but I don't think they're specifically made out of meat, especially since they don't just give it to the carnivores or carnivores/herbivores. They also omnivores. We are omnivores. Herbivores, carnivores/omnivores. They also give it to the herbivores. You know, the plant eaters. So it can't just be. Can't just be like fish biscuits. Fish biscuits, because the ingredients seem to be like not fish. The only time that they have like not plants in the things is Pawnee's Pawnee patties, which are also made out of bloods, which was specifically not mentioned in that specific book. I forgot what it was called, but they were in New Zealand. It was the only type of bug that was found in New Zealand. Like, they specifically did not mention like, I understand why, but it's like weird being like, what else, Pawnee? What else is in your Pawnee patties, Pawnee? Tell the bug what's in your Pawnee Pawnee, but yeah. But yeah, that's the only time when they like mention eating anything that isn't plant-based, but like, yeah, there's no evidence that like there's actual like meat in it. Also, Peso definitely does not lose enough patience to make all of the fish biscuits out of his lost patients. Hell, I'm pretty sure if he lost every single patient, there would not be enough patience to make all of the fish biscuits they ever made. They make a lot of. I think you're underestimating just how many fish biscuits do they make. They make a lot of them. That being said, I do think that like possibly with patients' consent. Possibly with patients or patients' families, like, consent, but, like, maybe not. The only reason I have that is because, like, I'm very, like, icky about, like, humans and things with, like, sapiens, since we're talking about, like, Octonauts, but, like, anything would be, like, if someone has human sapiens, usually humans, like, in the hops of, like, real life it's humans, but in case of this conversation it's sapiens, of bodies, which is not being, met when it, like, comes to, like, I genuinely think that, like, that you should be, like, the only person that decides what happens to your body even after you die. Like, if you don't want to be cremated and your family cremates you, that's really fucked up. Or you want to be an organ donor and your family decides no, that's, like, really fucked up. Or even if you will totally oppose being an organ donor and your family donates your organs anyway, like, that's, like, really fucked up. Like, you should be in charge of what happens to your body, and the only time I think that the decision should be going to your family is if you don't have a clear thought about what happens to your body, or you've never made that known to anybody, that anybody know, because then it's like your family or the people closest to you to, like, have a guess of what you wanted. At that point you have to trust that they would have in faith, but, like, yeah, but I don't think that your family should be able to override your wishes for what happens to your body. So, like, yeah, that's why I'm like, it's like the patients, but maybe not the patients. Either way, I feel like what would happen is that they kind of donate their bodies to science to help them create, like, synthesized meat, because, again, like, because they would not be able to, like, make enough fishes, which, like, even if you say, like, oh, they don't want into predators that much, 90% of the crew are predators. Tweak, and possibly the Vegemals, because I don't know what they eat or what they would eat. I don't know if the plant side makes them photosynthesize and not need a food. I don't know if the fish have influence what they eat, so their diet should look more like what their actual fish is, like turnip should be eaten. I believe it's tuna I'm not sure. I'm changing my example to Tumino because I know for a fact that she's half. Actually, no, I don't know what any of the fish are. I don't know what any vegetables are, but anyway, I don't know if they're I don't know if their fish half influence the diet, or if their plant half influence the diet, meaning they just photosynthesize. I don't know if it's a mixture of both. They need to eat from like the fish half, or if neither of which is, and they're just like I don't know what they eat or what their diet is, so I'm just gonna assume that they're not carnivores. But everyone else on the team besides Tweak are. I actually googled this to double sure because I was only sure that dogs, cats, and polar bears were carnivores, but sea otters and dumbo octopi are carnivores as well. Peterson does not lose enough patience to feed his crew, let alone every other predator they happen to come across in the ocean. I do think that it's like if they do use the bodies, it's more of like a donate to science to make like synthesized meat, so they don't have to eat meat, but they're still not gonna die because you can't give a carnivore a fully vegetarian diet. We can survive on a vegetarian diet because we're not carnivores. We're not herbivores either. We're not herbivores either. We're omnivores, and as omnivores, a lot of us can easily survive on either plants or meat. But for most of us, it's a healthy mix of both. It's a healthy mix of both that we need for like diets. But no one else is an omnivore. We have the herbivore Tweak, and all of the fucking carnivores, meaning that they probably have like synthesized. Also, this is kind of dark, but like, octopi can like regrow their limbs when they get cut off, and sea otters eat octopi, and octopi can like cut off limbs. So I'm wondering if like Inkling just decided to be like, I can go with this. Choose one of his telecos and be like, I can go with this for a couple weeks and like do this in the sense of the hospital. Or maybe like he does the staff person pays over being like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just like, we're gonna synthesize this limb so Shellington can have food, and it's just like, what the fuck? And Peso's just looking at him like he's fucking insane and being like, it's gonna grow back. And it's just like, okay, you're no longer allowed to have shot. I feel like Shellington would have also been like horrified, being like, no, I'm not eating you or meat that was synthesized from what the fuck, and it's just like, well, I already cut off the tentacle, so synthesize and just that was probably a very chaotic like thing for Tweak, and Barnacles had to step in and be like, we're not feeding each other to each other, Inkling, no. I just thought about that, and I don't think it's fucking hilarious. I think if they are feeding the predators like proper meals, they're feeding the predators the synthesized meat that they eat for themselves, because again, like, they're all carnivores except for Tweak and possibly I don't know what the vegetables eat because vegetables don't exist. But yeah, that's my personal theory for the Octonauts.